The Boston Celtics have suspended their head coach for an entire season. One of the topics that we're getting into tonight on Thursday night here at 10 o'clock. Welcome inside the comfy confines of the Channel 13 studios. Felicia and I are ready to talk about that story. Also about this local food pantry that's having to close because of burglaries and some break-ins. So we're going to talk about that. But Felicia, we got to talk about this weather because compared to yesterday, today was really beautiful, wasn't it?
Yes, I think I got whiplash. I'm going all the way around. Let's bring in Angela because my goodness, it has been quite the whirlwind. This is what happens this time of year. I get it, but I'm never ready.
I know.
I'm not ready.
But you say whiplash, you know, brings joy to my heart because Sean's taking a little time off. Follow him on social media if you want to know why, but he would always do a graphic with weather whiplash. And so my heart be still. Sean Ash, hurry back. Hurry back.
Yeah, this is it.
But yes, you're right. 93 yesterday, 60s and 70s today, so we were a good 20 plus degrees colder, and out the door tomorrow morning, 40. So if Sweet Teddy was chilly this morning in the 60s, he's going to need more than just a hoodie.
Teddy needs a sweater. Sweater weather for Teddy.
Yeah, we're forecasting 40s out the door tomorrow morning. It is going to be rather chilly, so a jacket or a sweatshirt early on. And if you're like me, you might even need it through lunchtime. 45 in Lafayette, 43 Kokomo tonight, 42 in Muncie, and 45 in Richmond. So a chilly start. Clouds will be on the increase and will be mainly cloudy most of the day. 58 for noon, and then highs tomorrow 60 to 65. I think this is the first time I've said it. It's not going to be perfect for Operation Football.
It's been so hot for all the games.
It's been so sunny and mild, but I pack a blanket. I don't know if we're at hot cocoa level, but it's still nice.
Bundle up. Yeah, because I would say bad as rain. That's what you don't want to see,
right? Or sleet or snow or whatever. But
none of that.
Yeah, so bundle up. It's going to be a little cooler than obviously the first several games of the season.
All right, let us know. What do you think about waking up to 40s and then getting into the 50s, 60s? On Friday, are you ready for these temperatures? Do you prefer it 90 degrees this time of year? Let us know what you think in the comment section. Got a lot of folks watching us tonight here at 10 o'clock. Teresa saying, yay, you are back. Evening, friends. Ralph is back. Sharon saying hello. Tammy saying, looking good, you three. That's awfully nice. And let's see, Samantha is joining us from Alexandria tonight. Tammy Sue from Crawfordsville. Josephine saying, hey guys, and Shannon watching us tonight. So it's great to have everybody in town watching us tonight at 10 o'clock. We're going to get back to Angela in a moment. We want to bring in friend of the show, Emily Longnecker, who we haven't seen in so long here at 10 o'clock. Emily, we're really glad you're back with us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I'm sorry about the story that you're bringing us because it feels so badly for this owner of this food pantry.
It's kind of a bummer, Shirley Crumley, she had a food pantry over on the west side for the past 2 years. She started it after the pandemic hit. And it just kind of grew. At first, it just started with her putting some canned goods on a table outside of her house, and whoever wanted it could come. And then people started to hear about it, and then more people in the neighborhood started to donate food. So then she bought a shed, and then before you know it, people were even donating clothes. So she got these clothes racks, and it was basically come and get food, come and get clothes if you need it. And it was going great for the past 2 years, and in the past 2 months, people have broken into the shed. Somebody stole the clothes racks.
Come on.
Yeah, and she just she said, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a break. I don't know if I'm going to start this back up. It was called Small Blessings, and and so she just said, I need a break. She has like 30 chickens, though. There she is right there. That's the shed that she bought.
Hi, Shirley.
Yeah, she was lovely, and so. So many people started to donate to help her out that she got this shed, right? And so, we kept it open most of the time. Those are in the early days right there where she just had it on the shelf. But anyway, so somebody broke in the doors of the shed, and she got nervous and said, what next? Is somebody going to try and break into my house? And she wasn't sure. So she thought, you know what, I'm going to stop this. And she gave the clothes to Goodwill, gave the rest of the canned goods away. But she's got these chickens. And so she said, anybody who wants to come and get eggs that the chickens lay every day that they can. So that's just her way of giving back. But she just said she just felt a calling to kind of do this little pantry on her own, just a little freelance pantry when COVID started a couple couple years ago. So,
well, it's
yeah.
just such a beautiful effort. I mean, this is the grassroots effort. Like, not all this paperwork, 501c. No.
Right.
Help your neighbor.
Right, help your neighbor. And
That's what she was doing. And so for someone to violate that, it's just really frustrating as a fellow community member.
Yeah, and she is frustrated, but she said, okay, this is how it's going to be for now, and I'm going to stop. And I said, do you feel like you let the bad guys win, like Shirley? And she was like, no, I'm going to make this decision for now, and I'm still going to do what I can when I can in other ways. But
I'm sure she made a lot of people happy, and
she did.
Blessed a lot of people with the food and clothes that she had while she had that food pantry.
Yeah, she heard from a lot of people that were pretty bummed out, actually, that she was not going to be doing it. But for right now anyway, so we'll
you'll
see.
be seeing more of Emily's story tonight on 13 News at 11. We want to keep Emily around, though, because this is the big talker here on Twitter tonight. So breaking within the last hour, the Boston Celtics have gone ahead and suspended their head coach. We're going to put a picture of the head coach up on the screen here. So this is Ime Udoka. He was the first-year head coach that took the Celtics to the NBA Finals. They ended up losing to Golden State. So this was beginning his second year. Training camp was supposed to start this week, on Tuesday of next week. But tonight, late tonight, the Boston Celtics have suspended him for an entire year. And the reports earlier today were that he was involved in a consensual relationship with a female staff member on the Boston Celtics. So he's been suspended for an entire season. And so a couple of things about this story are interesting to us. Number one, the president of the Boston Celtics, is former Butler basketball coach Brad Stevens, who used to be the Celtics head coach. He's now in the front office. So he ultimately would be the one making that final decision to suspend him. And the other one, as we were talking in the newsroom tonight, is the fiance of this head coach and what kind of comments we're seeing on Twitter tonight, Felicia.
Yeah. The fiance is actress Nia Long, okay? Actress Nia Long, she's been around quite a while. That is a stunning picture.
Yeah, she's a beauty.
We just can't stop. Everybody, we just can't stop admiring her. So the internet is going wild over this because for several reasons, which we have time to get into it tonight. But let's start with some of the low-hanging fruit. How could you cheat on this woman here?
And that's what Twitter is saying tonight, right?
Yes.
I mean, a lot of people are commenting like, why would you do this to Nia Long, right?
Absolutely. Right. How could you do this? And so, she is one of, I guess you could say, America's Sweetheart. She's part of Black America's Sweetheart with a lot of the movies and films that she's been in. But she has just always been a class act. So people are like, how did this happen? They've been dating for 10 years. I think they got engaged in 2015. They're not married. They share a child together. And so, again, the internet's going wild. You can guys, well, you're already on there. But I was going to say, jump on the internet, check out some of the tweets about that. And we were talking about it in the newsroom because we were like, man, first Beyonce, first Halle Berry.
First Halle Berry. That's my thing. If you can cheat on Halle Berry, you can cheat on anyone. That's what I said. And that's what my girlfriends and I were talking this morning. And I mean, this was the discussion. I was like, well, first of all, let's talk about Halle Berry. And then one of my other friends was like, then let's talk about Beyonce. And so then we were there. And then here we are Nia Long. So.
Hey, you cannot control people out here.
No.
People are going to do what they want to do.
True that.
But I will say, to get a little deeper into this, that's kind of the surface conversation that's happening. But the way the Celtics is handling this, this is something that I did think was a little funny. How do you fumble a 2-1 lead and Nia Long in the same year?
That's cute.
Come on now.
Right.
So I will say how the Celtics is handling this, I don't think it's right. So not only do I feel like it is we're not getting enough information. There's not enough transparency with the situation. And I also feel like they have let it lag on so long. 2 days, what is this, 2 days this has been going on? So in that time.
This is mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cheating on Nia Long, end of days, has to be upon us. Because ain't no way. And I would say, yes, that's true.
Nina Parker, another TV personality. And so the point that I'm making, though, is that because the Celtics have been slow to address this and only given limited information, which is their right, because this is a personnel issue, but they've only given limited information. So the internet has kind of spiraled out of control in the sense that people are speculating what other women it could be in the Celtics organization, which is leaving those other women kind of open to not only the speculation and the heat and the just getting too much unwanted attention in a sense, because people are trying to figure out who the woman is that he had an affair with.
And will she face disciplinary action as well? Because it takes two to tango, as they say.
Yeah.
And if it was consensual and they both knew the rules that you're not supposed to do that within the organization, there should be, you know, somewhat equal discipline.
And I personally think that it has gotten way too much attention in the sense that why do we even know about what someone's doing in and out of their relationship? I actually think that a year suspension is too long. I mean, for something like this, but I guess it's their company policy.
Yeah, unless it was in their, you know, spelled out that this is an absolute no-no.
And the Celtics, when they released this about an hour ago, didn't mention the relationship. They just mentioned it was he was suspended for violations of team policies. It was the earlier reporting by a number of noted NBA beat writers, Adrian Wojnarowski among those, who reported that it was this consensual relationship with this female staff member on the Boston Celtics. We just don't see we just don't see coaches or players suspended for an entire season.
So that's another thing. How did this get leaked? That person should also be facing some kind of penalty. It came from somewhere.
Because you can't have a relationship be that high profile and keep it secret.
No.
And this is an interesting story, given that Brad Stevens, former Butler basketball coach, is the team president. So we've not yet heard from Brad Stevens with the Boston Celtics. Again, the story's breaking tonight. It'll be a story, obviously, that a lot of basketball fans will be interested. Again, training camp starts next week.
They're moving too slow on this one, so it's spiraling too far out of control.
As far as the internet getting a hold of it before the organization
it got
is out
leaked
in front
out
of it.
some kind of way, and then the internet has just run with it when I feel like they could have shut this down. And I just think a year is too long for something like this. Someone said they could have fined him, and then he still could have kept working, or maybe he missed half the season or 3 games or something like that. 3 games and a fine. I mean, that's a lot to sit out with.
All right.
I would say, though, in professional sports, they're not messing around with suspensions or wrongdoings or whatever.
Right.
You do something wrong,
you got to pay.
you got to pay.
Teresa says, move on, please. So,
Okay.
so we will. Teresa will do that for you. But continue the conversation if you'd like. Let's see. We've got somebody mentioned something about bad hair days. Okay, so Tammy says, hey, Felicia, with the change in the weather, no more bad hair days until next year, LOL.
Good. You're right. Okay, silver lining. She's trying to get me to be positive
lower
about
humidity,
this
good hair.
I'm with you.
So tomorrow morning when you wake up, get ready.
Yes, mid-40s for most of us. There will be more clouds and sunshine tomorrow afternoon. That'll keep temperatures down after that really cool start. Only 60 to 65 for highs with some clouds tomorrow afternoon. By the way, it's been since May 8th since we've had temperatures in the 40s.
Wow.
So it's been a while.
And the weekend is almost here.
Yeah.
We can feel it. It's
Yeah, we
almost
can
here.
be excited about that for sure. I had to have to get on the bandwagon.
Right. All right, well, we're so glad that you joined us tonight at 10 o'clock. The 4 of us will be with you tonight over on 13 at 11. Hope to see you then. Bye.